Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aldian Syah Munur Al-Fahri and I'm from A class majoring at English Literature at the 4th semester UIN Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung. And now I'm gonna try to translate a paragraph. At least it contains 7 sentences. So let's begin. Okay, we begin from the source language. Source language here is from Indonesian language. Okay, let me read this first. Bahasa adalah cara kita berkomunikasi satu sama lain. Setiap negara memiliki bahasa yang berbeda-beda. Dengan bahasa, kita bisa menyampaikan pikiran, perasaan, dan ide-ide kita kepada orang lain. Melalui kata-kata, kita bisa memahami dan dipahami oleh orang lain di sekitar kita. Bahasa juga memungkinkan kita untuk belajar tentang budaya dan tradisi orang lain. Kita bisa menggunakan bahasa lisan atau tulisan untuk berkomunikasi tergantung situasi dan kebutuhan. Dengan belajar bahasa baru, kita bisa membuka pintu untuk menjelajah dunia dan memperluas wawasan kita. Okay, that's for the source language. And then I'm gonna move into the target language. Okay, let me read this first. Language is used to communicate each other's. Different country has different language. Feelings and ideas can be delivered by using language. We can understand someone by talking each other's. Language makes us easy to learn about another's culture. Depending on situation and necessary, we can communicate using oral or written language. We can also explore the world and increase knowledge by learning new language. So this, I'm going to discuss sentence by sentence, what kind of translation techniques that I'm used. And in this paragraph, maybe I often use transposition technique because it makes the paragraph easy to be understand, okay, beside of literal techniques, okay. Let me discuss sentence by sentence. For the first sentence, at the source language, in Indonesian language, it is bahasa adalah cara kita berkomunikasi satu sama lain. And then, when I translate it into target language, it becomes language is used to communicate each others. So the technique used here is transposition. Why it's transposition? Because from the source language, it is such like an active sentence. But in target language, we change it into the passive voice sentence. Okay, for the next sentence, from the source language is setiap negara memiliki bahasa yang berbeda-beda. And then we change in the target language as different country has different language. And this sentence is using literal technique. Why? It's because this sentence, has the same structure as in the source language. So the source language and the target language is like has a same structure and it's not changing by grammatically. So for the next sentence, from the source language is dengan bahasa kita bisa menyampaikan pikiran, perasaan, dan ide-ide kita kepada orang lain. And then we translate it into target language. Feelings and ideas can be delivered by using language. Okay, this sentence has been translated by using transposition technique because in here, dengan bahasa is in the front of the sentence. We move it into the last of the sentence. So there is such a moving position, and like changing grammatical. It's grammatical, and then it's written here. Kita bisa menyampaikan pikiran, but in the target language, we change it into the passive voice, so it becomes feelings and ideas can be delivered. Not we can deliver feeling and ideas, but feelings and ideas can be delivered. So, next into the next sentence. From the source language here is, melalui kata-kata, kita bisa memahami dan dipahami oleh orang lain di sekitar kita. And then, in the target language, it's written, we can understand someone by talking each others. This technique uses transposition with deletion. So why? It's because the transposition is changing the grammatical or the structure of the sentence. Here, in the source language written, melalui kata-kata, kita bisa memahami dan dipahami oleh orang lain. Why it becomes transposition? It's because there's changing structure from the beginning of the sentence. We move it into the last of the sentence, and then there's deletion. In the source language, it's like a combination of an active and passive voice, I think. But in the target language, we just say it, or we just write it as active voice only. Okay, next to the sentence. Next sentence. In the source language, we can found it. Bahasa juga memungkinkan kita untuk belajar tentang budaya dan tradisi orang lain. And then in the target language makes us easy to learn about another's culture. So this uses technique which called by transposition. Why? Because in the source language, it's written, bahasa juga memungkinkan kita untuk belajar tentang budaya dan tradisi orang. And then in the target language makes us easy to learn about others. It's such a changing grammar or changing grammatical from the source language in the target language. If you study about grammar, higher intermediate grammar, I've been here. This is maybe like a complex transitive sentence. So it is different with the source language, different grammatical. And then next, we can see this in the source language. Kita bisa menggunakan bahasa lisan atau tulisan untuk berkomunikasi tergantung situasi dan kebutuhan. And then in the target language, depending on situation and necessary, we can communicate using oral or written language. In this sentence, we use transposition technique because it may be clearer than before. Like in source language, kita bisa menggunakan bahasa lisan atau tulisan untuk berkomunikasi tergantung situasi dan kebutuhan. And we make it simple. Like depending on situation and necessary, and the last sentence we change it, we move it into the beginning of the sentence, and then we can use oral and written language to communicate. But here the main verb is changing into communicate itself. So we can communicate using oral or written language. Okay, next. And the last sentence is, from the source language, dengan belajar bahasa baru, kita bisa membuka pintu untuk menjelajahi dunia dan memperluas wawasan kita. And then, on the target language, we can also explore the world and increase knowledge by learning new language. The technique used in this sentence is transposition with addition. It is transposition because we know it is source language dengan belajar bahasa baru is in the beginning of the sentence, but in the target language, we move it into the last of the sentence by learning new language. And then there is addition here. From the source language, it just mention kita bisa membuka pintu untuk menjelajahi dunia dan memperluas wawasan kita. But in the target language, we added also. So it become we can also explore, because I think this is like the conclusion of the paragraph. So I think it is makes sense is if we put also in the last sentence. So it becomes we can also explore the world, menjelajahi dunia, and increase knowledge. We translate memperluas wawasan as increase language because I think this has same meaning, and the message of the source language can be delivered well by this method or this technique, I think. Okay, and then thank you. For the last, I'd like to say that I'm still learning. So if you guys has a better perspective, please tell me and give me some advice. Thank you very much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.